Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beverage from Fauna Flora Brewing Company out of Nebo, North Carolina. Generally I wouldn't do, this is a hard seltzer, generally I wouldn't do a review for those on here. But given that this is made by a legitimate craft brewer and one of my favorite breweries, I like to do reviews of these to show people that not all seltzers are just watered down vodka, carbonated watered down vodka with artificial flavoring. There actually is some thought put into these ones that they make, and so I don't think it says anywhere on. Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere on the can that it's associated with Fauna Flora. It just says brewed and canned by Topsy Company because it's called Topsy Boozy Seltzer, Nebo, North Carolina. But it is made by Fauna Flora. And this one has local apple cider and cinnamon, which interests me because so the one thing I like that they do that people don't do with beer. It actually has the calorie content and the carb content. So the carb content is only, I think, there's 4 grams of carbs, which is 4 grams of sugar. But if there's local cider in this, then I would think that there would be more sugar than that. I mean, I know, most of it's fermented out to alcohol, but still I would think there'd be a little more sugar than that. But who knows? I'm assuming this is going to be very sweet. But the other ones weren't either. This is 5.0 ABV, so we can crack it open and see what we got. So, I guess it kind of looks like watered down cider. But it's very, very light. You can tell it looks like pear juice almost. It had a small white head that fizzled out really quickly. Huh. So I do get some apple. It honestly reminds me of a couple times I've made like apple cider fermented with Brettanomyces. Because it definitely has some like funk to it, which none of these are supposed to be like wild as far as I know, but all of them have like that Fauna Flora house funk to them, and that's why I like them so much. They're definitely different than like regular seltzers. Man. Yeah, it's like overripened apple. It's like leathery. If you smell like a new wallet or something, that like new leather smell. I'm not really getting any of the cinnamon. I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see. So I do get a little apple. It does have that like dry house saison-y finish in the back end that the other ones had, but the other ones kind of had more flavor to balance it out. And I feel like they kind of missed the opportunity with the cinnamon here because, that's something that doesn't add calories or carbs, so you could easily, have that stand out. You don't want it to be like super heavy-handed, but I'm literally getting like no cinnamon at all. So it does come off as apple a little bit, but it's almost like a little lemon limey. And it has that earthy, dry, like saison, like base saison Fauna Flora character. So yeah, I don't even know. It's honestly hard for me to say what I think about this. Like, It's pretty good and it's dry as hell. Uh, I will say that honestly, you could give this to me, and if I didn't know what it was, if I didn't even know it was an alcoholic beverage, I wouldn't think that there was alcohol in this. I mean, it has zero alcohol character, at all. I would think this was like some weird lemon lime kombucha. It maybe had 1 or 2% alcohol that some kombucha has, but that's it. Um, so I guess it depends what you're buying this for. I mean, if you're trying to just drink something that's like pretty tasty, that's really light and easy to drink, that has like no alcohol burn, or not even burn, but like no alcohol flavor at all, that you could just crush. This would be good, absolutely good for that. If you're looking for something that's actually like fall, like fall spices and that kind of thing, which I assume that's what they made this for, because that's when it came out in October. I would say this kind of misses the mark a little bit, because the apple character, I get it, but I don't know if I would even say that it was apple if I didn't know that was in it, to be honest. And the cinnamon is like non-existent, which is really crazy to me, because a little bit of cinnamon goes a long way. So the fact that I don't get it at all makes me think that there's literally like none in here, or maybe like a tablespoon in like a giant like 20 barrel batch of this or something like that. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm kind of torn on how to rate this, because I mean, as a general delivery method of alcohol, without it being like super sweet, because obviously you can dump vodka in something, as long as it has a bunch of sugar in it, you won't really taste it. So, but I'm not counting that. If you're able to make like an actual really drinkable beverage that isn't sweet, that you can drink over a long period of time, but also covers up the alcohol like amazingly well, I think this does a really good job. But I don't know that I personally am ever looking for something specifically like that, and I don't know that I would ever want this again. I feel like if it had a little bit of that cinnamon, a little more apple, this would actually be stellar. It's so weird to me that apple character, assuming that's what it is coming off as like lemon limey to me. I don't know. Even the apple character is there. I just wish it had a little bit more. Or I shouldn't even say more, because I don't even get any of it. I wish I had a little bit of cinnamon. On my scale of buy, drink, dump, I'm gonna give this one a buy, only because it's pretty unique. And I could see certain scenarios where I might want to drink this. Not many, but I could think of certain times if I just wanted something super, super light to just crush. This would definitely fit the bill for that. And if you want something like that, I would definitely recommend buying it, because he did a really good job on it. But that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.